Hello friends, today we will learn about chemical reactions and equations. We will learn about criteria for chemical reactions, chemical equations, writing the chemical equations, balancing the chemical equations, types of chemical reactions, corrosion and rancidity. The activities in which the following observations are observed, such as change in state and color. For example, magnesium ribbon burns with a white flame and turns into a white powder. Or evolution of a gas and change in temperature. For example, taking a few zinc granules in a conical flask and adding dilute HCl to this. The hydrogen gas is evaluated, and on touching the conical flask, we can feel its temperature is increased. Above activities are known as chemical reactions. To avoid the long description of the chemical reaction, the word equation is used. This word equation is known as the chemical equation. The chemical equation for the reaction between magnesium and oxygen would be magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide. The elements that undergo chemical change in the reaction magnesium and oxygen are called reactants. The new compound produced is magnesium oxide during the reaction is called product. A chemical equation indicates change of reactants to products by an arrow kept between them. The reactants are written on the left hand side with a plus sign between them, while the products are written on the right hand side with a plus sign between them. The arrowhead is kept towards the product, indicates the direction of the reaction. A chemical equation shows a chemical reaction. If we write formula of magnesium, oxygen and magnesium oxide, the chemical equation can be written as Mg plus O2 gives MgO. Let us see the number of atoms of each element on the LHS and RHS of the arrow. If the number of atoms of each element is same on the both sides, then the equation is balanced. If not, then the equation is unbalanced, as the mass is not same on both LHS and RHS side of the equation. This chemical equation is known as a skeletal chemical equation for a reaction. Now, why we have to balance the unbalanced chemical equation? According to the law of conservation of mass, mass can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. Means the total mass of the element present in the products and total mass of the element present in the reactants of a chemical reaction has to be equal. That is, the number of atoms of each element remains the same before and after a chemical reaction. So we need to balance a skeletal or unbalanced chemical equation. Now let us learn how to balance the chemical equations. First of all, draw circles around each formula and do not change anything inside the circle while balancing the equation. Then list the number of atoms of element present in the skeletal equation. Here magnesium has 1 atoms in LHS and RHS both, while oxygen has 2 atoms in LHS while 1 atom in RHS. It is often easy to begin balancing with a compound that contains a maximum number of atoms, even it is a reactant or a product. In that compound, select the element which has the maximum number of atoms. Using this method, we select O2. There are 2 oxygen atoms on LHS and only 1 on the RHS. So to balance the oxygen atoms, we will multiply by 2 the right hand side, and remember that we cannot alter the formula of the compound or element involved in the reactions. For example, to balance oxygen atoms, we can put coefficient 2 as 2MgO and not MgO2 or MgO whole 2. Now the partially balanced equation becomes Mg plus O2 gives twice MgO. Mg atoms are still not balanced. Let us balance Mg atoms in the partly balanced equation. To equalize the number of Mg atoms, make the number of molecules of Mg as 2 on the LHS to balance the magnesium atoms. Here we are multiplying by 2 the Mg atoms in reactants, and we are getting balance equations. Twice Mg plus O2 gives twice MgO. Now again check the atoms on both the side. We will get magnesium and oxygen, 2 atoms both LHS and RHS side. Finally the above equation is a balance equation. There are various types of reactions. Number 1, combination reaction. They are known as exothermic reaction as heat is released while the reaction is done. Number 2, decomposition reactions. These are endothermic reaction as heat is used. There are 3 types of reaction in decomposition reactions. 1, thermolytic reaction. Thermal means heat. Here heat is used. Number 2, photolytic reaction, that is sunlight is used. And number 3, electrolytic reactions where electricity is used. Another type of reactions are single displacement reactions, double displacement reactions, and redox reactions. Let us learn all the reaction one by one. First, combination reactions. Combination reactions are also considered as an exothermic reaction as heat is released during this reaction. That means A plus B is equal to AB. For example, carbon solid plus oxygen gas gives carbon dioxide gas. Here one element is combining with another one element. In another example, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide gives calcium carbonate. Here one compound is combining with another one compound. In another example, carbon monoxide and oxygen gives carbon dioxide. Here one compound is combining with another one element. These reactions are exothermic reaction as the heat is released during the reaction. Exo means outside. Another type is decomposition reactions. They are also considered as an endothermic reaction as heat is used during this reaction. The type of this reaction is AB is equal to A plus B. There are 3 types of this reaction. Number 1, thermolytic decomposition reactions. In this reaction, heat is given to the single substance to break down in 2 different substances. Here, CaCO3 break down in CaO and CO2. This reaction absorbs heat, so it is known as endothermic reaction. Endo means inside. Number 2, photolytic decomposition reactions. In this reaction, sunlight is responsible for the breakdown of the single substance into 2 different substances. Here AgCl breakdowns in AgNCl2. Halides like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine can be combined with silver and make silver halides which are kept in dark bottles to protect from the sunlight to avoid this type of decomposition. Number 3, electrolytic decomposition reactions. In this reaction, electricity is used for the breakdown of the single substance into 2 different substances. Here Al2O3 breakdowns in Al and O2. Here aluminium being positive ion goes towards cathode and oxygen being negative ion goes towards anode. In other words, matter goes on cathode and non-matter goes on anode. Another type is single displacement reaction. Highly reactive metals replaces less reactive metals from the aqueous solution. This reaction is known as single displacement reaction as it takes place only once during the reaction. The reactivity of element are as follows. Here highly reactive iron replaces less reactive copper and makes aqueous solution of iron sulfate. Similarly, highly reactive zinc replaces less reactive copper and make aqueous solution of zinc sulfate. Another type is double displacement reaction. In this reaction, two aqueous solutions displace their ions and produce one solid and one aqueous solution. For example, AgNO3 and KCl gives AgCl and KNO3. Here, precipitation of AgCl is done and it settled down in the solution of KNO3. Hence, this reaction is also known as precipitation reaction. It is also known as metathesis reaction, as both the compounds switch their cations and anions and make new compounds. This reaction is a neutralization reaction also, as an acid and a base forms a salt and water. Here HCl and NaOH gives NaCl and H2O. Hence, reactions are exothermic reactions as the heat is released during the reaction. Redox reactions. In this reaction, reduction and oxidation take place simultaneously, so it is known as redox reaction. In the equation, reduction of Fe takes place as it loses oxygen, and oxidation of C takes place as it gains oxygen. Similarly, in the below equation, reduction of Br takes place as it gains hydrogen, and oxidation of N takes place as it loses hydrogen. Also in this equation, reduction takes place on the gain of electrons and oxidation takes place on the loss of electrons. So, reaction oxidation and reduction are occur when oxygen, hydrogen and electrons are gain or losses as shown below. Rusting of iron. Iron particles are shiny when they are new. They get coated with a reddish brown powder when left for some time. The process is known as rusting of iron. When a metal is contacted by substances like moisture, acid, etc., it is said to corrode, and the process is known as corrosion. Some examples of corrosion are the black coating on silver and the green coating on copper. Corrosion causes damages to motor car bodies, river bridges, railings, ships and the objects made of metals like iron. As it is a big problem, a lot of money is spent to replace damaged iron every year. Rancidity. On tasting or smelling the oil containing food materials left for a long time, it is observed that their smell and taste are changed. As when oils and fats are oxidized, they become rancid, so their smell and taste change. Normally, substances which prevent oxidation, known as antioxidants, are added to food containing fats and oils. And food is kept in airtight containers, help to slow down oxidation. The chip manufacturers usually flush packets of chips with gas like nitrogen to prevent the chips from getting oxidized. So friends, if you like my video, please like and subscribe. And if you want a suggestion on any topic for explanation, mention them in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next video. Goodbye.